Well, Rangers, congratulations. You've just unlocked a whole new level of fucking rotten. I thought some of your previous performances this season were going to be some of the hardest watches and some of the hardest games that I would have to get through and watch and be subjected to and be tortured by as a Rangers fan, but no. Aberdeen come to Ibrox, sitting second last in the league, and we show up and play like that. We have a decent spell for the first 10 minutes. We look alright. We look, dare I say it, good for what, 10 minutes? That's our whack. We've become accustomed to this as Rangers fans, haven't we? We either play alright, let's say good, virgin on good at least, for the first 10 minutes of a game, or we don't show up at all for the first fucking half, because into the second half we look like a different team, or we'll maybe get 10-minute spells here and there. It's not good enough. It hasn't been good enough, and that is there, clear as day, to be seen for everybody with that performance against Aberdeen. Look, me and Andy have been speaking on the podcast and often wondering if we're being a bit too hard on the manager, on the players, on the play style for this big rebuild that was happening. Give them time, everybody says, give them time. Support your team. Support my fucking team. I'm giving the team all the support I can possibly muster up. I'm sitting through the game for 90 minutes. I heard a guy say the day that he done something that he never done in his history as a Rangers fan. He walked out at 45 minutes. Do I blame him? Absolutely not. Yet again, we see that Rangers are consistently been booed off the park at half time. Multiple games in a row, you're substituting a player and he's been booed off the park. This is how bad it has got. The season, well, that's all but over, or possibly could be all but over after that performance today. I gave Beale as much slack as I think he deserved. I gave him as much opportunity as I think he deserved. I gave him as much of my faith as I thought that he deserved. We looked alright at the end of last season, but we have not kicked a ball for the pre-season this year, and it's carried on and carried on and carried on. It's only get worse, and we've got multiple players out injured. But it was bad before that, let's be honest. All the injuries piling up really doesn't help the cause. We've got players out in that park who should be putting in much better performances, whether that be from a quality standpoint, an energetic standpoint, or even a tactical and strategical standpoint. These players are fucking mince. They're clueless. They're hopeless. That could be it. Season done. We're not even out of September yet. Michael Beale's got a lot to answer for. The board have got a lot to answer for. And the players, let's not cut the players slack. I see so many people online after the game gunning for Beale, gunning for the board, gunning for this person, that person. I understand that. But these players are professional footballers, and fuck me, I've seen better Sunday League teams. The quality and the standard they play on that pitch at Ibrox today is worse than I can honestly ever remember. We're doing 3-1 against Aberdeen, 7 minutes to go, and Michael Beale decides to bring on Zach Lovelace. I'm screaming, just get the boy on the park. There is no way on this fucking earth that he can be worse than Cyril Dessers. Just throw the boy on gear. Like the game's fucked anyway. We're done. The season's probably finished now as well. Take a gamble. Let the boy go on. I said, when we were 1-0 down, I was like, we're going to get something. You could see the way the players were diving into tackles. They were frustrated because nothing that they do is working, because they're completely disjointed. They don't have a play style, and their final product is non-existent. So you can see them, they're getting frustrated. They're making fouls that don't need to be made to make it look as if they're actually putting themselves out there and doing something to affect and influence the game, when really all they're doing is what Scott Wright ends up doing and getting sent off. I tweeted about it when the first couple of players went off injured or didn't show up for the next game because they're injured. I'm asking questions about that because for me it's not right. You shouldn't have 8 or 9 fucking players out. You're not even out the second month of the season. You've not even reached the second international break, nowhere near it. And yet we've got players dropping like flies. Lawrence comes back injured. Roof comes back injured. Matondo injured. You've got Raskin, you've got Cantwell, you've got Dowell, you've got Ridvan the day, who, injured or no, would have probably got hooked at half time to bring on Barisic to try and win us the game by doing what? By fucking floating big long balls into the box. A dream scenario for Aberdeen. I mean, if you're Barry Robson, you're like, if we can nick a goal on the stroke of half time and then just force Rangers to just whip the ball into the box, well, we'll all just sit in the box and header the fucking thing away. Dessers has an opportunity before the first 10 minutes, 1-on-1 with the goalie, and he's in two minds. Does he chip it? Does he pass it? Does he volley it? Ultimately, fucks it over the crossbar. He's hopeless. His first touch is woeful. I wouldn't mind if I never seen that guy in a Rangers shirt again. And I don't like speaking like that because he's not been in the door that long, and that is no the way I normally behave. Come on, it's simply no good enough. I mean, I'll take Bailey Rice, I'll take Zach Lovelace over Dessers, I'll take bring Hadji back as soon as we can. I mean, we've put Lowry out on loan, we've put Hadji out on loan. For what? To replace them with Cifuentes and Dessers and Sima? I mean, what more can you actually say here? You're lost for words. It's bad. I don't remember ever watching Rangers being booed off consistently. Half-time, full-time, Beale makes a sub. It's not just the quality that's lacking though, it's the leadership. Now, if that comes for the board down, fair enough. Right? That's no my forte. I don't really care too much about what's going on behind the scenes. That's other people do, and that's fine. But me, as a fan, I'm more interested in what happens when that whistle blows to start the game. And now, if you're telling me that James Tavernier isn't performing well, that Connor Goldson isn't performing well, that Dessers isn't performing well, that we've no identity, we're disjointed, we're pathetic in the final third, we've no clinicalness, we've no ruthlessness, we've no fight, we've no spirit, energy, nothing. You cannot tell me that is coming for the board. It's coming for the players. And the manager, of course, aye. But the players, it's clear to see, it's evident. No matter what style we're playing, no matter whether we have an identity or no, the players are fucking shit. They're simply shit. Now, does that mean to say that they've always been shit, always will be shit? Who knows? But right now, the quality is way, way, way below what I expect, what we expect as fans, and what Rangers should expect and accept. We're getting beat 3-1 with Aberdeen. We're losing to Kilmarnock in the first game of the season. Celtic come to Ibrox. We just sat off them. It's all over the place. But it's getting to the point now where I'm like, just throw the young players on. I don't know, give Dujon Sterling a game. How bad are these fucking players if they can't come in to replace the shite that's already on the park? I've given Beale the benefit of the doubt. As much time as I think that he deserves. But for me, Beale's time's over. But the time for a lot of these players is also encroaching. But my patience is running thin for some of these players as well. Tavernier, I've gave him the benefit of the doubt also. He's our captain. He comes up with worldies at times. He can whip a ball in. Brilliant. But he's way below where he should be from a quality standpoint and from a leadership standpoint on the park. It looks like we've just settled for second best, if that. But we as fans, we'll not accept it. We will not accept second best. But by fuck, we've just had an overhaul and I think we need another one. Now, we know it's not possible for us to have an overhaul in terms of bringing in a load of new transfers. But mentality wise, there needs to be an overhaul. There needs to be an overhaul in the terms of our players' mentality, because it's weak, it's passive, it's ultimately a resignation of just going, do you know what, the league's done. We're done as a team. We're struggling to score, we're struggling to defend, we're struggling all over the park, we're struggling to make the right subs, we're struggling to take quick throw-ins. I don't know what the answer is to this, I don't know what the solution is, but I'll tell you what it's no. It's no this sort of lacklustre, possession-based football, where we use Tavernier and Barisic to cross balls into the box. It's not working. Simply is not working. And it's fucking horrible to watch. Even in our victories this season so far, you've got to the end of the 90 minutes and it's felt like some sort of mad torturous experience watching this team. There's no consistency in terms of the standards. There's no consistency in terms of a starting 11. And I know people are going to say, oh well, we're injured here, we're injured there. Fair enough, but we never had consistency when we never had the injuries either. And we don't have a consistent shape. Everybody's fucking everywhere at all moments in time and there's no structure. It constantly looks like we're trying to learn as we go. We're trying to just make up shit as we go. Like every game's some sort of training game, or every game all we need to do is just show up and we'll somehow win. But no, that's not how it works. You've got to go and earn the right to one, wear the jersey, two, represent the club correctly, and three, to get your victories in this league. Because aye, teams will come, they'll be defensive, but they'll what they don't have in quality, they'll make up for a lot of the times with hard work. And we've got fucking neither of those at the minute. We're supposed to have the quality, the £3 million player, the £5 million player, shite, and I don't know, but we certainly don't have the hard work to pull us up when the quality's lacking as well. But here I am again, moaning into the void about how fucking shite we are. Will it change it? No. What's gonna change it? I've no got a clue. Honestly, sometimes I maybe have an inclination that we need to do this, maybe if we tried that. I don't know, man. I genuinely do not know. We're in a bad way. It's a bad state of affairs. With a bad manager, a bad captain, and a bad squad of players. Multiple injuries, 7 points behind, and we seem to be regressing rather than progressing. Anyway, let me know what you think of what you've just witnessed in the comments below. How does this change? Can it only change if Beale goes? Do we need to strip the captaincy for Tavernier? Do we need to try out some of the young boys? Do we need to recall Hadji, if possible, as soon as possible? Or is the season over after that today? Until next time, I'll see you then.